Good evening. Word on the Curve family and friends, welcome. These are our new summer hours. My name is Annette. I'm here at Word on the Curve podcast. We are podcasting live, trying to get our lighting together. And these are our summer hours because, like you, we want to be outside. To be outside means 8 o'clock. So bear with us. We'll see you again in the fall at 8 p.m. But for now, we are live streaming a little bit sooner. Welcome. Annette Latique here at Word on the Curve podcast. My producers are Frank and Christina Sasso. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. We look forward to a long and gracious partnership. So just bear with us as we work to improve our lighting. That's a lot better. Our topic today, our discussion today is about relationships. And Word on the Curve is going to be dealing with relationships, family, friend, foe, co-workers, dating, business partners, everybody, or simply just peopling. You know what peopling means, right? If you don't, please look it up. It's interesting. It means dealing with people who can sometimes be annoying, but you do it in a gracious, kind, caring, and loving way. That's what we're looking for. So, our discussion today is about which relationships in your life cause you the most stress. And here's what I want to be very clear about because some people tell you, I don't have any stress in my life. They're not human. Okay? They are simply not human because we all have stress, every single one of us. And at my age, 60 plus, I've learned my conflict style. This is what I had to do in order to deal with people. And these are all relationships. Doesn't matter who they're with. It's about relationships, right? And these are all relationships. So I had to know my conflict style. You know, like that. When I had a disagreement with somebody, what would I do? How would I handle it? How would I respond? Would I ignore it? Would I confront them right away? Or do I look for compromise? I had to learn my style. And I am a mix, I'm a blend of. There are times when I know I need to confront immediately. There are times I know that I need to ignore, because I don't want to hurt anybody intentionally. And there are times when I know that it's a problem and it has to be dealt with. So I had to learn, accept, and start practicing the HALT method. Family, friends, foes, spouses, I don't care who it is. If it's creating stress for you, we've all been there. We have that family member who says the wrong thing, or a roommate who doesn't take out the trash and it annoys us and forgets to take it out. Sometimes you're ready to snap. You want to get into it. It feels like this is about to happen. When it feels like it, press pause, halt. This is the time when we have to take a deep breath in dealing with people. And this is all people. It's no one person in particular, it's all people, right? We take a deep breath and check in with ourselves and we halt. And what does halt mean? Like I said, number one, you have to know your conflict style. If you don't know your conflict style, you need to learn it. That's critical to our success in dealing with anybody. So, when we halt, we ask ourselves, am I hungry? You know that Snickers bar commercial, and I'm not advocating for them. I eat them every now and then, and they absolutely do the trick. That Snickers bar commercial, when we're hungry and we get a little silly with any and everybody, halt. Check yourself. Figure out if you're hungry. The next thing you have to do is figure out if you're angry. That's right. Sometimes the answer is yes. And it's important to identify that and know it. Knowing your conflict style is going to make all the difference in how you deal with people in all relationships. You have to identify the why and the ways to address conflict. Are you upset about who controls the remote control? No, I wasn't. My husband controls it all the time. Or is it really something else? Is it really something else going on that you have to ask yourself? Yeah, what's really happening here? Am I angry with a coworker? Did I have a fight at work and bring it home? Did I bring it to my friends? Did I bring it to my family, my spouse, my significant other? Am I angry? Yep. Ask myself that. And once I identify the root of my anger, if I'm angry or frustration, because sometimes we can just simply be frustrating. Traffic was backed up. We were held up at work. We got out late. The boss gave us an extra assignment. We can be frustrated about that. That's normal. Calm down. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Know your conflict style. And the other thing is halt. Are you hungry? Are you angry? Are you lonely? Being lonely doesn't necessarily mean you're alone. Even if you're around other people, you can still feel distant and isolated, withdrawn and disconnected. That's a reality for everybody. People say, "Oh, I'm alone, but I ain't lonely." Everybody gets lonely sometimes. Knock it off. Get real. Keep it honest. Keep it straight because that helps you identify your conflict style. It helped me. I'm giving you experience, strength, and hope here. This is what works for me. 40 years of social work experience from the ground to the executive level, having been certified in addiction counseling. That's right, certified. Certified addiction specialist to be exact. You got to know your conflict style because sooner or later we're all going to have conflict, and conflict creates stress. Stress is a normal part of life for those of you who didn't know it. It may be time to reach out to somebody and have a conversation about what you're going through. It just depends on where you are in it and what you're doing. Being angry is also a natural part of life, right? So we can be angry because we've been rejected from something, or we haven't been included in something, or we were dating and something went wrong after we thought everything would go right. Sometimes that can make us a little angry and frustrated. Hey, guess what? Even those people in perfect marriages get angry and frustrated sometimes. Don't let them tell you any different. Otherwise, they're practicing a Hollywood acting position on real relationships. In relationships, we all, every single one of us, we get hungry, we get angry and frustrated, we get lonely, even in marriages, except for the perfect people. They do everything just right. I'm not one of them. I don't think you are either. And realistically, we know that they are. They don't know that they are. But until they learn their conflict style, we don't get it. So are you hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? HALT. HALT. Check it out. Are you tired? You may feel tired physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and financially. We get tired. We do. We get tired, And so, my message for you today, here from Word on the Curb, this is the word on the street, we need to learn how to halt. When we are tired, we have to take a break. It might be meditation, it might be stretching, it might simply mean we just need to lay down and close our eyes for a few minutes and take some deep breaths. The other thing I've learned, in addition to halt, is once you learn how to breathe through your stress, it's a game changer. Breathing through it, it's real. Just simply learning how to breathe makes all the difference in the world. That's right. Deep breaths from in your belly, like that belly laugh, those deep breaths are the same. So we have to halt. We have to know when to do it. 2 things today. Well, maybe 3. Know your conflict style, right? Know what it is. Learn how to halt. That means to take a look at yourself. I had to look at myself. There's no way in the world I got through 40 years from the ground up in social work with 500 people sometimes, more or less, take a few away here and there, depending on the year and the budget. And I was able to survive that without understanding that I had to halt. I had to breathe, but I had to be willing to look at myself first. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about relationships everywhere: people, places, and things. Relationships. Know your conflict style. Learn how to halt. Everybody has a different process for it. Figure yours out. Are you hungry? Are you angry? Are you lonely? Are you tired? You just need to breathe and lay down. Whatever it is, do it. But I want you to know this too. Halting does not negate the need for conversation. That's right. That's right. So you have to know your conflict style, have a conversation face to face, reflect on the conversation, continue to check in with yourself, and connect with others. And when it's necessary, in all relationships, ask for help. I bring you the experience, strength, and hope of my life on life's terms. Halt. That's right. Somebody gets up in your face and you're not handling it well, say, hold up for a minute. Halt. What do you mean, halt? Are you hungry? Are you angry? Are you lonely? Are you tired? Do you need to just take a deep breath? Know your conflict style. Know when to halt and examine yourself. And always be willing to have a face-to-face conversation. And in that face-to-face, what I want to tell you is it can't be done in text. Don't waste your time with that. Face-to-face conversations matter. They do. They matter. And texting takes away the tone and inflection of what you're trying to say. So you might want to say something like, I didn't appreciate what you did today. It really hurt my feelings, right? And I just want you to know that. And I'm looking at you like this, like, it really hurt my feelings. When you send it in the text, it's like, I didn't appreciate what you said and it hurt my feelings. And that's the end of it. There's no tone, there's no inflection. Stay away from text. In all relationships, people, places, and things, we have conflict. Learn your conflict style. I'm Annette. I want to thank you for joining me here this evening at Word on the Curb. I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon. Remember, our summer hours are 2:15 p.m. from now until the fall. We'll see you again soon. Thanks. If you don't catch us now, you can always watch us later. We're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on Facebook. We're going to be at the Black Girls Locker Room. We're going to be at Word on the Curb on Facebook. YouTube is Word on the Curb Podcast Studios. Remember to add that studios to it, okay? You can see us on Spotify. You can see us on Apple. You can hear us at Trenton Waves with Frank and Christina Sasso. Because relationships includes why I'm single. Check us out. Chat with you soon. Have a good day. It's a great day to have a good day.